what would you do when someone tries to hurt you, when someone tries to hurt your dog? If somebody stood in front of you with your dog, with your pet, and kill your pet, and tries to hurt you at the same time, what would you do? And that's a challenging question, right? Because we can all talk about being kind and being compassionate and being empathetic until a real life scenario happened right in front of us. And there is this dissonance between the head knowledge and the heart knowledge, right? What we know in our head and what we know in our heart. And what will happen when it comes to real life. So you see, what I answered him was that I would ask myself, what would cause this person to be in so much pain that this person is willing to hurt me in order for them to relieve their pain? Try to understand this person. And I'm going to defend what I just said to him. You see, if love is universal, if love is not a transaction, if love is unconditional, then love will happen with or without the sense of identity, with or without the sense of attachment. So whether or not something is or isn't me, whether or not something is or isn't mine, I would still love it nonetheless. And I require no reciprocation. I require no reciprocation. I require no condition. I require nothing out of the other person. I would just love. So love does not mean that I am creating a separation between myself and not me, or what is mine and what is not mine. See, I love my body, myself. I would love my pet. I would love my cat, right? But the whole idea of love is that a lot of us, we think that we have love until something happens and we say, no, I cannot love this person anymore. So likewise, we can say, okay, I love you, stranger, until this stranger picks up your pet and kills it right in front of you. Then we say, no, I don't love this stranger anymore. I hate this stranger. My heart is now filled with rage and hate. But if we are truly in love and if we truly practice unconditional love, that wouldn't be the case. Because if you love the pet and you love the man equally and you love yourself equally, what would you do? What would you do? Like right now, one of the challenges that some of you guys know that I'm facing is allergy, right? So when my body is very, very sensitive, whenever I eat certain things, I start to get rashes, itchiness all over the place. What are allergies? Allergies are autoimmune disorder. Okay, it's my immune system fighting against me. So my immune system is part of me. My body, my skin is also part of me. My organ is also part of me. My lungs is part of me. All of this is part of me. When I find a situation like that, do I blame the immune system? Or do I blame my body for being weak? Of course not. It is just what it is. This is a situation. What needs resolving is the situation. What needs to be solved is not what needs to be removed is the situation, not my body, not my immune system. So likewise, in the instance of somebody hurting me, what needs to be removed is the situation, not that somebody, not me. I cannot be removed. That person also cannot be removed. The easy way out would be like, yeah, remove this person, right? But that doesn't resolve the situation completely. So I said to this person, I want to find out what is causing this man so much pain that he's willing to hurt me to try and heal himself of this pain. Why? Because so that we can help all the dog killers in this world, all the pet killers in this world. Because we must understand that it is not just this one person who is conducting cruelty right now. It is so many other people. In various kinds of ways, we conduct cruelty, we conduct abuse, we use people, we use things, we make use of stuff, we exploit. So there are many things which is so-called wrong in this world. But if we continue to simply remove people who we think is wrong, nothing is going to happen. If we remove the people who we think is wrong without removing the reason why they came to be the way they are, nothing is going to happen. Having everyone being vegan is not going to solve anything. Having everyone practice one religion isn't going to solve anything. Because it is not what people do that cause the problem, is who they are. I can be a devoted Christian and still conduct massacres, and still be a gunman shooting up schools. You don't believe me? Check out our history. Salem witch trials, the Inquisition. I can be a vegan activist, planet lover, tree hugger, all right? I can go and preach all I want, but at the same time, if I see animals as part of my identity, but I don't include my own species as part of my identity, I can still kill other human beings. So it is not what we do that solves the problem. It's who we are. And who we are can change, yes. But who we are can only change through acceptance and understanding. Because every single one of us, we are insecure at certain points of our life, at certain parts of our life. We are insecure, we are shameful, or we feel guilty about, or we feel helpless about, or we are fearful about, or grieving about. And the reason why we are like that, shameful, guilty, helpless, hopeless, grieving, fearful, the reason why we are like that, or even angry, the reason why we are like that is because we know so much about that situation. We know so much about the situation. But because we didn't think, we don't believe that we can do anything about it. And that's the reason why we deny that the situation is a problem. So people telling us, giving us more facts, slap our face with facts, give reports and scientific discourses, intellectual studies. The more facts they slap at us, the more difficult it is to accept. It's kind of like telling someone who is fat that they are fat. What do you expect them to do anything about? What do you expect them to do? They will say, yeah, I'm fat. And? They're going to feel upset. They're going to feel angry. They're not going to turn around, yeah, I want... Even if they do say, yeah, I'm going to do something about it, it's not going to stick because it's not part of who they are. Because we humans, we need to feel accepted for who we are, and then we'll change. So, coming into the context of that pet murderer, okay? Why is someone, or how did someone can get so fucked up in life that they derive joy from robbing other people of their joy? It is because something happened in their past that caused them to be the way they are. This person needs healing. We need to protect ourselves, that's for sure. But this person needs healing. But we must protect ourselves in a way that doesn't involve injuring more people. That is what we need. We need to learn how to protect ourselves in a way that does not involve injuring or hurting other people. And for that, we must be strong. To simply eliminate people who we disagree with is not the way. It is the easy way. It is the coward's way, which is actually not very easy. It temporarily solves the problem, and when the problem comes back, it bites us double and double. That's what's going on in all the wars in the countries, isn't it? One nation invades another nation. All the victims of that nation felt the need to retaliate. So all the victims of that nation tries to do something to the other nation to punish them. Do they care how much they lost? No. They don't, because they feel that they have nothing else to lose. So when we push other people into a corner, we must expect that they're gonna fight back. So don't push people into a corner. Whether you're preaching religion, whether you're preaching activism, whatever it is that you're preaching, whatever it is that your message is, don't push people into a corner. That just doesn't work. So when someone tries to hurt me, I'm gonna try to protect myself. And even if I can't protect myself, right now, I honestly do not know when push comes to shove, okay? But right now, I am making a commitment nonetheless that I'm not gonna try to hurt them. I'm gonna try to protect myself, but I am not gonna try to hurt them. That is my commitment. Whether or not I can fulfill this commitment, I don't know. Honestly, don't know. How can I know? Unless the situation happens. But just because we don't know doesn't mean that we cannot commit. And that's what I would like to do. I would like to commit. I would like to commit to a path where violence is met with non-violence, where all of the grievances, the sins, the things that doesn't work, the anger, the grief, the guilt, the projections of humanity, if it is directed to me, I should like to be the person, a kind of person who can absorb it rather than try to push it back. That would be strength. And that would be the change that the world needs to see. No more retaliation, but only understanding. Only understanding, only acceptance. I think that if, and in actual case, there's already one case which is like that. A few thousand years ago, if you are a Christian, a few thousand years ago, all the injustice, all the evils of the world was directed at one man. And this man absorbed all of it without retaliating anything, without trying to defend himself. And that man's name is Christ. So, if one person who can do that has changed so many lives, imagine if 2. Imagine if 3. If out of 7.6 billion of us, there is a handful of people who can do that. Imagine what kind of world would that be. But better yet, why stop at a handful? Why can't all of us be like that? If all of us can be like that, then that would be the end of conflict. Then that would be the end of suffering. And with that, I want to leave you with that thought. I'm not sure if I'm making any sense. I'm just speaking my heart. So I've been sharing stuff like that for a while now. I'm not entirely sure if anybody is listening. But if you are, say something. Otherwise, it's fine as well. I'm gonna leave you with that thought. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll find something else to share. In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, stay true. I'll see you soon.